Okay, it's October 30th, and I've got a blog update for you guys. This is data that came from Jason Bond, our managing broker at Keller Williams' office. He's also our team leader. So he shared this data with us, and I'm going to share it with you. You can read it on the blog later if you like. And just know, too, that if you click on any of the graphs, any of the pictures in the blog, it'll blow up into a full-size picture so you can take a look at the data just like I've shown it. So here we go. Gwinnett County market update. Interesting to see the progress. We are experiencing the most interesting real estate market in recent history. The good news is we're seeing more and more positive data come in. Check out the charts and my take on the info below. Like I said, click on any of the images and you'll get a full-size one. The first chart shows that inventory is down over the last 2 years. It's down 36%, which is enormous. One of the big problems that we have is the amount of inventory. We've had as much as, 24 months in some cases I've seen, but we're really trying to get down to about 6 months worth of inventory because we call that a balanced market. So we're close to that though. We're about 7 or 8 months, and that's good news. This next chart shows the homes that are under contract, and during that same period that's increased 91%, or almost double, over its low in November of 2008. Much of that is first-time home buyers getting in on the tax credit, so the price range is probably about $250 and under. And the feds offered that tax credit, so you get $8,000 as a first-time home buyer. That is scheduled to end November the 30th, but it is beginning to look like we might see an extension of that and possibly even an expansion to some of the repeat buyers looking to move. I understand the Senate voted on it yesterday to extend it and expand it, so we'll see how that turns out. This next chart is the number of homes sold in that same period, so not just under contract, but that actually closed. Lots of contracts fall out for lots of reasons. Sometimes the buyer gets cold feet, or they find out that they can't qualify for the loan they want, or they just change their mind. Sometimes they do that. Lenders are tougher on qualifying, but if you have a job and you can pay back the money you borrow, then you'll probably get the loan you need. This next chart, and I think it's probably the one that's most interesting, is that it is comparing the median sales price of the homes sold versus the homes under contract versus the ones that are still on the market or still for sale. Since September of 2008, home prices have fallen 21%, and have also the ones that are under contract. So a 21% drop in price, the median sales price. Homes that are for sale are only down 13%. What that means is that the current market is overpriced by about 8%. It's hard to convince yourself that your house isn't worth what it once was, but it's true. It's not. The market's just not paying that. So that 8% is keeping some of the homes on the market longer than they need to be. Now, if you'll remember back a few days ago, about 10 days ago, I put this last chart up. And it shows the median sales price over 30 years, not just the last 2. So this reflects that 21% drop that you see and shows you where we are on the curve historically. What it means is we're about where we should be. It may be that we're in for a little more turbulence as we see the stock of foreclosures hit the market, and there are foreclosures coming, there's no doubt about that. We may see a further decline of sales price, but I don't think so. There are more foreclosures coming, but there are very few builders building anything. So those builders, that inventory that we normally see coming online simply is not there, and it will not be there for a while. So supply and demand, that's the thing we learned in basic economics, and our supply is falling. It is going down, so the demand should go up. I don't want this to get so long that you don't have time to read it, and so I'm going to stop for now. But know that we're going to be okay. And if you have specific questions or comments about the data, then call me. I'm here to help, and I'm never too busy for any of your referrals. Thanks for listening.